media that evening, and they were everything I'd expected and worse. Victor and Iris looked radiantly happy in every single shot, surrounded by friends and family who clearly adored them both. The comments were full of people saying they'd never seen two people more in love, that it was obvious they were meant to be together, that their connection was magical. I found myself scrolling through every single photo, torturing myself with their happiness. In every picture, they looked like they belonged together in a way that Victor and I never had. Even our best photos from 7 years together looked awkward and forced compared to their natural chemistry and obvious joy. That's when the real anger set in, not just sadness anymore, but genuine fury at how completely unfair the entire situation was. I'd given Victor the best years of my life, supported him through career changes and family problems, been there for him when literally no one else was. I'd shaped him into the kind of man who could handle a serious relationship, and my reward was watching him give his whole heart to someone else within months of meeting her. But here's what nobody wants to acknowledge, what makes me absolutely livid: their perfect love story came directly at my expense. Victor used me as his practice girlfriend, his training wheels while he figured out how to be in a relationship. I taught him about compromise, communication, how to live with someone, how to handle conflict. Then he took all those skills I'd helped him develop and handed them over to Iris like a gift. Everyone wants to act like Victor and Iris are some epic romance, but they're not. They're a man who was too cowardly to commit to the woman who'd invested years in him, and a woman who was smart enough to demand commitment from day one. There's nothing romantic about that equation. I started hearing updates about their married life through mutual friends, and every piece of information felt like another slap in the face. They'd bought a house in a neighborhood I always loved. They'd gotten a golden retriever puppy. Victor had gotten another promotion at work, so money was no longer an issue. They were talking about starting a family within the next couple of years. Everything I'd waited for, everything I'd been patient about, was being handed to Iris like she'd somehow earned it more than I had. The thing that really pisses me off is how everyone expects me to be happy for them, like I'm supposed to celebrate the fact that my ex-boyfriend found true love with someone else after wasting 7 years of my life. Sorry, but I'm not that evolved. I'm not going to pretend that watching the love of my life marry someone else was some kind of blessing in disguise. And before anyone tries to tell me